paying $10. That gave them, I'm bad at math, $2,800. That's a drop in the bucket compared to the over $100 million they've made since starting in 2007. Throughout my trip, I was a rebel. I pretty much ran straight through that thing, taking pictures, snapping them like crazy, snap, 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 every which direction, pointing out the dinosaurs around people, and it was fun doing that. And I would make fun of the exhibits, and no one would think I was. I talked to maybe 3 creationists during the duration of the trip. That there was a second one during that time where he said that he disagreed with our views, but he hoped that I enjoyed my trip, and that he also said something about, I bet you can at least agree that the museum is well made. And yes, I can. It is a very well made museum. It's very convincing. It's just full of shit. But that's not important. What is important is I ran through the place. I'm a bad example. Don't follow my example. Don't run through the place. Walk through the place. Don't get kicked out like I probably would have in any other circumstance. The flood annoyed me to death because there was a kid and her mom kept telling her stuff that wasn't true, obviously. It was sad. I got sad there. I got sad every time I heard it come out of some parent's mouth that this is how it really happened. It just bothered me so much that the lack of knowledge these people have of science and the stuff it has done for us that makes it worthwhile, especially evolutionary science, which is the foundation of modern biology. But during the ARC-based exhibits, I was a bit of a rebel, honestly. I was like Sid Vicious there for a moment. I was a rebel as hardcore as it gets. There was a sign that said, "Do not touch." Yeah, I touched the sign, I touched the exhibit, I took pictures of it. As I said, I'm a bad example. Don't follow my example. I know I'm a horrible person. And I'm sure the Creation Museum would agree in full. After all this stuff, the Hall of Death and Sin and Corruption and Greed and whatever else they had in there, it was a pretty horrible experience from a knowledge perspective, but it was pretty fun from any other perspective, entertainment or whatever. After that, I went outside and walked around this big lake looking for my ride, and I talked to some Amish-looking people. They had on, like, Amish clothes. So I asked them, "Are you guys Amish or something?" And they said, "No, we're something else." And they were apparently from Missouri or something like that. I don't know where they were from. I didn't really care. They said that they were like Amish people, only they could drive. Like, that makes any sense. But I wasn't in a position to judge. I was in the dumbest museum that has ever existed. I couldn't say, "Well, that's dumb." I wouldn't say it anyway, but I couldn't be like, "That's incredibly dumb that you can use cars but nothing else." I couldn't say that because I was in a place that believed the Earth is 6,000 years old, believes that it was created in 7 days, didn't have any explanation for starlight that I'm aware of, claimed that dinosaurs were alive until after the Great Flood that covered the entire planet, and believed that evolution is not true, but it happens really fast after the flood. That's another thing that really got on my nerves. During Jason Lyle's talk, he denied evolution explicitly, then stated that right after the flood, species evolved fast. How does that work? I am unsure. It just seems like they were pulling shit out of nowhere. I didn't like it that much. It was entertaining, but it was disappointing. I knew what to expect, though. I'm good. And it was just a pretty good experience overall. I didn't get to see PZ. I'll say that again. I did not get to see PZ. I really wanted to see him badly, but I didn't get to, and that's okay. I'll get to see him sometime. It doesn't matter. I do have a few souvenirs from the museum. Not much, but I do have them. I got this from the SSA. I was there with P.Z. Myers, Creation Museum, August 7th. And I got this, Student Secular Alliance.
Dalton left his favorite pillow in the hotel.
Oh no! Did you guys hear that? My little brother left his favorite pillow in the hotel. That means we gotta go back. Come on, I gotta go, guys. Shit. I gotta go.